thank you. Okay. We have a society that is almost thankless in a lot of different ways. Somebody does something nice for you. Okay. It's a matter of if somebody lets you in on their freeway, you're entering the ramp, it's good just to wave hi. Thank you. Okay, that almost doesn't happen. You'd be surprised that people pay attention when it does. If you're the one that sits down there and says thank you to somebody, it'll be a real shocker to some people, and they'll really like it. And they'll remember that. They might remember it even when they get home or get to work that so and so said thank you. They might keep it inside their head. It's a really positive thing. People view really, if something happens, recognize it or something else, do it promptly. And here's the 5 F's: selfless, be specific, do an action. The goodwill stuff is not, I think your hair is really nice. No, it's about hair. They grew the hair. Okay, say, I like the way you did your hair, or thank you so much for doing that. You're better off always talking about some type of a specific action other than a personal trait, especially about their appearance. You want to always say, thank you much for doing that. Say thank you. Be sincere. Okay, be spontaneous. If you can't live in that moment and talk to that person and avoid canned phrases and keep it short. Don't sit down and go on and on. Okay, so saying thank you, letters of appreciation, write them to customers from the orders, hosts for their hospitality, individuals. You want to sit down and try to put it in writing, especially, and customers who complain. Thank you for pointing that out. I have to tell you, I want to check that out, and you helped save us an awful lot of grief by pointing out this issue, and we fixed it thanks to your commentary. Those things are pretty good. Or thank you so much for working extra hard, making certain that after our party for the retirement of so-and-so, that you picked it up. That was really helpful and overall saved everybody a lot of grief by your helping. Those things are a big thing. Thank you cards are really good. Say thanks for a gift. If somebody gives you a gift, say thank you. The best thing to do is send a card. Send a handwritten card. Okay, thanks for a favor. Thank you for the hospitality. Compliment fine food. Here's a rule that a lot of people have forgotten. When you show up at somebody's party, especially a dinner party, they've invited you, bring a gift for the host. Bring a gift for the host. Yes, that is standard etiquette that we've seemed to have forgotten, gone by the wayside. That is how you sit down and treat the host. And by the way, if you bring a gift for the host, will they want you to come back? If you bring a gift for the host and clean up at the party, will they want you back? Frankly, those are the best kind of people to always invite. Those are my favorites. The people that come and they leave their cup and plate laying around and you have to go pick it up after they leave. I don't want those people back. Why do I have to sit down and do something really nice and create extra work? They give me a simple thank you. No, thank me by working a little bit extra. You be that person they want to have coming back. Thank you for the hospitality. Always be grateful in the process. Recognize employees for their contributions. A lot of times people do these political campaigns, employee of the year. A lot of them are rigged stuff where people are setting up somebody who's in trouble. I've seen it happen time and time again. They're poor employees. And so they have this big campaign to make a mediocre employee something special. Sometimes the quiet person that shows up every day and does a good job, they don't want recognition, but you as a boss better pay attention. You should go thank those people for showing up every single day, not the loud ones, but sometimes the quiet ones in the process that are very dependable. Answer a congratulatory note, keep it simple and short, respond to praise, use simple words, don't go deep to show appreciation. If somebody has a sympathy issue, okay, cards are less meaningful than notes. A simple note saying, I cannot understand what you're going through. And by the way, don't say, I know what you're going through, because you really don't. You don't understand if it's a passing of a parent. You don't know if they had a good parent or a bad parent, if their relationship was wonderful or not. You don't know about anything about that person. Sometimes you just don't say it. You just say, I really appreciate you. I appreciate the person that passed because they helped create a wonderful person in you. And right now, you're in our prayers and sympathy. So that whole process of sympathy cards, a note is so much better. And really a personal note rather than a store-bought note is much more appreciated. You can buy blank cards, thank you cards or sympathy cards or appreciation cards, and write your own message on the inside that mean so much better than something typed by a printer somewhere once upon a time. Condolences, mention the loss tactfully. This is a really big, dangerous issue, so be careful. Recognize the good qualities of the deceased, assure the receiver of your concern, and then offer assistance gently. Don't go too deep. Say that if you need something, let me know. We'd like to bring over a plate for your family to sit down during the memorial celebration, something like that. Personal expressions acknowledge. So using email for goodwill, it's acceptable to communicate with the receiver. A phone call, a handwritten condolence message. There are really a lot of email messages are gone and forgotten. Sometimes I've seen people where I've sent a thank you note for work that's been done or a condolence, and I've seen my employees and I've gone through the cubicles, having to glance over. Sometimes those things sit pegged on their bulletin board for a year or two. People don't say thank you enough. They don't express condolences. They don't express happiness at a celebration. And when they do, people save those cards. Some people do for years to come. People will forget about the work details, the workplace, but they'll always remember how they were treated. Take care.